What are you doing, boy? Oh, nothing really. Just looking. You know you should never touch other people's stuff without asking, don't you? If you keep acting like this, the drowners will come to haunt you. The drowners? What are those? Well, they are creatures living in the marshes, lakes and rivers. My grandma used to tell me stories about them. It was in the village of Krempna near St. Anne's Hill. There's an old mill and you could come across those creatures there. They would haunt people and play tricks on them and then disappear without a trace. Today they are no longer there and people love to relax on the banks of the river Odra and in the nearby forests and lakes. You can also come across rare species of plants and birds there. The old hand-operated cable ferry in Zdzieszowice is a must-see. It has been used for 160 years and you can even try hand-cranking it yourself. Grandpa, what's this pile of rubbish over here? This is no rubbish. I used to be a well-known photographer, you know, and I took lots of photos of the Opole region and beyond. Come on, let me show you an album from a little trip we had with your grandma. Look how beautiful it is. What mountain is it you can see in the background? It's St. Anne's Hill. In fact, it's an old volcano. Volcano, that's cool. I'll take you there one day. There's a lot to see there. This amphitheater here, for instance, was constructed in an old quarry. It's one of the largest amphitheaters in Europe. They say it can hold over 30,000 people. Near the amphitheater you can see St. Anne's Hill Landscape Park. This unusually picturesque area is mostly covered with beech woods. One of St. Anne's Hill's main attractions is a group of 40 chapels hidden among the trees on the hillside. At the top of the hill one can visit a monastery and basilica devoted to St. Anne, who for several hundred years has been pouring blessings on the pilgrims and fulfilling their requests. And around this hill there are old castles and churches. I'll show you. Look, I've been there with my mom and dad. It's a castle in Kamień Śląski. That's right, but besides castles there are also some beautiful wooden churches in the area. 3 such churches can be found in the commune of Ujazd, namely in the villages of Zimna Wódka, Olszowa and Klucz. They are several hundred years old and they are regarded as masterpieces of wooden architecture. Another one can be found in the village of Malnia in the Gogolin commune. All of them are several hundred years old. St. Anne's Hill land also has some remarkable palaces and castles. One of them is located in Kamień Śląski and is often referred to as the Pearl of Opole Voivodeship. The cult of Saint Jack is worshipped there, and people from all over the world visit the place. Not so far away, in the village of Izbicko, there's also an old palace. It used to belong to the Strachwitz family and is surrounded by a beautiful park. But an even bigger and more beautiful park can be admired in Strzelce Opolskie. It took over 30 years to build, with 8,000 to 10,000 bushes planted every year. Most of them are still there today. Look, Grandad, isn't that Auntie and Uncle cycling? That's right, your aunt and uncle have been on a cycling trip around St. Anne's Hill and they still remember it today. They have cycled all over Europe, but they like St. Anne's Hill best and they often come back here. No other place makes them feel so great. Dinner's ready. Grandma's calling. It's dinner time. Oh no, dumplings again. Stop moaning. We have to clear this stuff up first. Grandad, will you take me on a trip one day, like your granddad took you? Oh, sure thing, I will. Promise? Yeah, promise. But now let's have dinner.